Doing this one thing could potentially change your life. And that is the Camino de Santiago.
I just picked up my credential, my passport, and my shell. So cute! I am in front of the Sé Cathedral in Porto, Portugal. This is where it all begins. I will be starting my 240-kilometer walk all the way to Santiago, Spain. I'm so excited. I can't believe it was so easy to pick up my passport and my shell. All I had to do was to go into this cathedral here, and they just basically charged me a couple euros, and I was able to pick up this passport. But this is what it looks like, and I will get stamps all along the way. I already have my first stamp here, Sé Cathedral.
I don't want to sound dramatic, but the Camino really changed my life. In about 2 months, well, a little over 2 months, I am going to be participating in my second Camino. I'm going to be doing the French route. It's going to take me 35 days, hopefully not any longer, but if it does, it does. The distance I am walking is 770 kilometers. There are many routes that you can take. There is the French route, which is the one that I'm taking from Saint John Pied de Port all the way to Santiago in Spain. And then last year I did the Portuguese route, which was starting in Porto, or you can start in Lisbon and you can end in Santiago. I just kind of wanted to make this video to share with you about the Camino and why this is the one thing I think that everyone should try to do at least once in their life. So what is the Camino? I'm going to give you a brief synopsis about what it is. I'm not going to go deeply into the history because there are plenty of videos you can find online about that. But basically, the Camino de Santiago is a historic pilgrimage that leads to the cathedral in Santiago de Compostela in northwestern Spain. This is where St. James' remains are buried. It has been a significant Christian pilgrimage for a really long time, since the Middle Ages actually. It is now walked by people of all backgrounds, cultures, spiritualities, literally all religions, all over the world.
I made it to my first accommodation at Camp Arbiter. I hope I'm saying that right. Today drained me. I'm just now getting here. It's like 4 p.m. and the room is nice. It cost me 30 euros. The walk, let me tell you, I walked 12 miles. That is equivalent to 20 kilometers, and it was rough. It was rough. And here's the thing, 12 miles, I could have easily walked if I didn't have my backpack. My backpack was hurting my back so bad, and my shoes, I mean, I feel like I got the right shoes, but my feet hurt so bad. So day one was a bit of a struggle, not even gonna lie, but I think I did pretty good for it being like my first day. I did not think I was going to walk 12 miles today. Really didn't. I am on track, which is good. Not that I'm in a rush or anything, but it feels nice to actually get to a destination and have a bed, because I was worried about that too. I did not book this room in advance, so I'm just lucky that I have a room for the night.
So back in 2023, I was scrolling on TikTok and I came across this video of this girl. If I can find the video, I will insert it now. I found this video of this girl taking this really long hike in the most beautiful place. I was like, where is this place? I need to know about this place. Like, what is this walk? What is this pilgrimage she is talking about? And so I went on this deep dive about the Camino de Santiago. And when I first heard about it through this video, I was thinking, there's just no way I'm going to be able to do something like this. Will I even be able to walk that far of a distance by myself, considering the fact that I am out of shape and I am not really an avid walker. Like, I had never heard about multi-day hikes to this magnitude in other places around the world, or just multi-day hikes in general. I wasn't too educated on it, and to be honest, it isn't up until recently I started to dive more into hiking and hiking culture. Like I said, I found this video back in 2023, and before that, I was not really an avid hiker. I do enjoy walking, and even then I enjoyed walking, but I was always afraid to walk alone, and I never really walked far distances. When I learned about this hike, I just thought it was so cool. I was looking for something to motivate me to get outside and move my body more. I also knew that it would change my life physically, my physical health, my mental health. Learning to walk and just incorporating walking into my life has seriously altered my brain chemistry, and I wish I would have learned about it sooner, because I was never the person that was into gym life and gym culture. It's just not my thing. I grew up the most athletic person. I've done like almost every sport. I was always interested in doing some sort of sport or some sort of activity that had an end goal. And so that's what the Camino became to me. It became something that was sort of like a sport. And so that's what I did. I started training and I started walking. And so that's when I decided, you know what, I'm going to change my life and I am going to start walking.
Little did I know that when I arrived in Portugal, everything changed. This wasn't just a walk anymore, and I want to clarify a few things because I kind of went on this pilgrimage a bit blind. Outside of the actual history of the Camino and how it started, I was not prepared for the spiritual awakening I was about to embark on. And I know this sounds super cliche and it's giving eat, pray, love, but let me tell you, the Camino isn't just a hiking trail with pretty views and historic sites. It's a journey that strips away all the noise of everyday life until you're left with nothing but your thoughts, your body aches, and strangers who quickly become friends. My first few days walking through Portuguese coastal towns was very hard, and I had to adjust to the circumstances of walking for hours and hours on end. It was the conversations with fellow pilgrims from all over the world that kept me going. If you don't know, nearly 500,000 people walk the Camino each year, taking various routes all throughout Portugal, France, and Spain. Through those days, I learned so much from other people and was supported by people even through my most difficult days. I found myself having the most honest conversations I have ever had with strangers and with myself. The physical challenge was a lot. You have to wake up before dawn, walking sometimes 30 plus kilometers daily, regardless of the weather, carrying everything you need on your back. And this cycle repeated every day for 2 weeks straight. But the mental journey was even more difficult. Without the distractions of normal life, you are left with your thoughts and the trees. I found joy in simple pleasures, like finding a place to sleep at the end of a long day or having a washer and dryer to clean my clothes. The things you will hear a lot when you are walking is buen camino, which means good road in Spanish, but could also mean good path. You also might hear the Camino provides. At first, I didn't understand what that meant to me, but now I think I do. So basically, whenever you are faced with a challenge, whether that's physical pain, doubt, wanting to give up, something or someone would appear at just the right moment. A kind word from another pilgrim, an unexpected beautiful vista after a difficult climb, or simply the inner strength I didn't know I possessed. By week 2, I found myself naturally falling into gratitude practices. Each morning, I'd wake up grateful for the simplest things, like the amazement of my body carrying me into another day. Seriously, it still shocks me so much to see that I was able to do it, especially where I was physically before the Camino. There's just no better feeling in the world when you find something that you never knew you needed.
So if you needed a sign, this is your sign. Do the Camino. If you have been putting off doing for yourself for so long, this is the time. You no longer need to put it off. I hope that this reaches my target audience, honestly. I hope that this particular video reaches my target audience, because most likely there is someone watching that has been putting this off. You're putting off changing your life. And I know not everyone has the time. I know not everyone has the time. You can do the Portuguese route. It only takes 2 weeks. If you can give yourself 2 weeks, full 2 weeks, 14 days to be exact, if you can give yourself a full 2 weeks, it will be worth it. Those 2 weeks will be worth it, and those 2 weeks will change your life. So yeah, I hope to see you in the next video.